we don't.
About
you. No, I'm just kidding.
Friends are supposed to tell friends they're getting fat.
You're not getting fat. Let me see. It's firm.
She makes a sound. Mic check.
1 2 1 2. Got Jew on the track.
Didn't you say you wanted to be a rapper?
I was once upon a time.
Hit something. Give us something.
Nah. Okay.
You were supposed to jump in.
I was about to. Y'all stop.
Cue.
You didn't hear my okay. That was my ad-lib.
Go. Ready? Do it again.
Okay. 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 I ain't finna rap for y'all. Fuck
Man,
you
suck.
All right, guys. So let's formally welcome Juju from the Thousand Airs podcast back again.
What's happening?
Yes.
I just realized like that's like actually my catchphrase now. Like
What? You
people
just
know
realized
me.
You just realized that?
Well, because I say it, that's actually how I like talk in the world. And I just be like, hey, what's happening?
So you guys, Shorts couldn't make it. Well, he did
he was
make it.
here and then he left immediately.
Yeah.
He changed his mind.
He had some stuff to do. He said he was too cool for this, and then he
was
put his
acting like a
sunglasses
rock star.
on.
Yeah.
And he just walked out and didn't say anything.
Yeah, there was like flames everywhere. I think
Threw
a
on his
building
leather
collapsed.
coat.
Yeah.
And
Walked
he-
off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he pulled up in a car, but he left, and somehow it was sunset, and he was on a motorcycle.
Yeah, so we're all confused. And we're just like, okay.
But we miss him, and this episode was kind of built for his input, but we'll just have to pretend that Juju is Shorts during different portions of the show.
You know him well
So
enough.
y'all want me to be Shorts?
You can be two different people today.
Introduce yourself, tell us about your show, like what do you guys talk about?
Well, my name is Juju Great. Basically, on the Thousand Airs, it started off as something me and Shorts just kind of wanted to sit down and just have conversations and talk about the different issues that we have growing, like just coming up and all the funny stories that came with it.
And the first time we met was when we came together on One.
Yeah. Our episode, what ladies, money,
And stereotypes.
That was a really, really good episode. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's like, it's like classic on our feed now. That's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. We were so scared. We
Yeah,
were like,
who are
okay,
these
you got
guys?
your pepper spray. Okay, I got my knife.
Ashley, she asked me in the car, she said, so do you have a weapon?
Yeah.
Because
And this is coming from me.
Yeah. It's not anything against you guys. It's just that we don't know y'all. We came to an address. We we know you have a show, but we don't know y'all. So our first time meeting these guys was recording Ladies, Money, and Stereotypes.
Yeah. Who reached out to you? I think you reached out
I reached out to Aamber.
Amber. Yeah.
Well, I reached out to like both of y'all collectively, and Aamber responded.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
Charlie ain't got time for these.
That's right. I
N-words.
usually screen, but I'm like, what? No.
She's like, I heard 5 words of the first episode. I'm just like, I'm just like, let's just go, Charlie.
I'm like, all right. And I was like, the only way this is gonna work if it's contrasting opinions, and it actually turned out really well.
It
and
was
now we're like
magic.
best friends.
Yeah, the thing about this podcasting world, that podcast magic, is that it goes from complete strangers to, we met you that one night and I thought I had to shank you, but turns out we're
I'm like, you're kind of cool.
really close friends.
Come to my house now.
Yeah. We're happy to have you here, and
Yes.
today we are talking about
Control.
control, or lack thereof in some people's
Yeah.
parts, but we're talking about ladies in control. Juju and I kind of came up with this one day.
How did this come about? Like, I'm pretty sure you started it, because aren't you into like some crazy stuff and you like women controlling you and stuff?
Wait, what?
Where
Aren't
did
you
that
like
come
into
from?
dungeons and
Nah,
dominatrixes and stuff like that?
I don't like whips and chains and all of that.
Okay.
I'm the one that like to do the tying. I'm not the
Oh,
one that likes
I got
to
it all
be tied
confused.
up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm like, wait, I didn't know that, and I've spent so much time with
But nah,
Again.
it's funny though that I just had a conversation with somebody because they said they didn't know that men like being choked too. I
Oh.
was telling them like, I don't mind a good choking every once in a while.
Oh,
Just a
so is
little
this
bit.
how you came up with this topic? You're like, oh,
Nah, that had
I
nothing
was like
to do with
completely unrelated, but
it
maybe
was
we can
random,
go there
but
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that had nothing to do with it.
we were trying to figure out, it was actually about the show, and we kind of talked about where his show is going, where our show is going, and possibly even finding help editing so we could focus more on the content.
And how me and Amber both have an issue delegating tasks.
Yeah.
That was the basis of it.
I see.
Yeah, like you don't know what you're gonna get once it comes out of your hands, and it doesn't matter if it's a podcast or like whatever it is that, you know, we as people or the listeners care about.
Right.
It's just like once it goes out of your hands, you don't know what's gonna happen to it, and sometimes that's just not okay.
Now, is that for just like strangers, so people outside of the podcast, or does that go for like you don't trust me with it, or you wouldn't trust Shorts with the episode and editing and whatever?
No, it's funny because with me, there's certain things I would love for other people to be able to do certain things for me. Like I'm a firm believer in get somebody else to do it, pay somebody else to do it, and I'll do that in a heartbeat.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, but in the same breath, I have there's a certain issue with control I have to where I rather do things myself.
Because it's going to be done the right way.
If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself.
Sometimes it is.
I see.
And then I think of it as time. Like, okay, I'm going to have to tell and communicate with this person, whether it be on the team or not on the team, like exactly how it's usually done. And like, it's tough. I don't know.
I heard an interesting quote. It was something along the lines of if you think the world needs you, then like you think too highly of yourself. So why does it always happen when I need to record? If it's not dogs, it's helicopters. If it's not helicopters, it's neighbors coughing.
If you think the world needs you, you think too highly of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. I just feel like the world does need me. You just don't know it yet.
Too high.
Too high. I work, I guess, yeah. Okay, you know what? I do think highly of myself because I work hard and I make sure my stuff is done right.
No, you can think highly of yourself, but when it gets to the point where you can't move without thinking that somebody else needs you to survive for their success, that's when it becomes detrimental.
Well, I wish that, you know, corresponded to the content that we create, because if I could give that to someone else in the world and they do it like we do, then I would be like, more power to you.
Yeah, we were just talking about this yesterday, I think.
Turns out, y'all can't do what I do.
Y'all don't see what I see.
It's true. Like, people don't get it.
Yeah.
We tried working with an editor once before, and like we put in hours to say, this is how we want it. This is kind of shows our personality.
Yeah.
Make sure you capture
Please
this.
listen and take notes and do all this stuff. And hey, give us a sample while you're at it.
Yeah. And it was like, okay, here you go. And we were like,
No.
what happened?
No.
Because you cut out all of the real parts.
Wasn't you dating one of y'all editors?
Oh.
Briefly.
So we have some quick questions that I planned for you guys. I want you guys to answer.
Oh, okay. Juju first.
Okay. So what area in your life do you feel like you need absolute control? Like, nobody can touch this. I need to do this. Go away.
Driving. That's like the first thing that comes to my head.
So no backseat drivers?
I hate to be a passenger.
Oh.
I hate to be a passenger. I don't know what it is about this, but like I'd rather drive anywhere.
So why do you need that?
It could be something deeper. Like when I was younger, I got into car accidents.
That sounds about
But
right.
it could be something as simple as like I prefer to be the one driving. Like I'm the one that's in control. If something goes wrong, it's my fault.
Yeah.
If everything gets there, then it's on me too.
So you kind of trust your will.
I trust myself more than I trust other people's driving.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about like your personal life?
I like to cook for myself.
You don't trust nobody's food either?
Man, you don't want me to make you some top ramen?
Nah, I let you make my taco shells all the time.
Oh, that's right.
already
You
know.
make me fry your taco shells.
Yeah, seriously. He'll be
I
like,
don't
Charlie.
make
He
you-
waited for me to come
You did. That was messed up.
so I can fry you some taco shells.
Look, that's love.
I just got off of work.
That's love, though.
No, he's not.
Yes, it is. Because I cooked you that whole meal, right?
Uh-huh.
And I said, I'm going to wait till Charlie get here so we could go get them Charlie shells because don't nobody do it like Charlie do it.
What about you, Charlie?
Absolute control. I think when it comes to planning out my future, I need goals. Like I really don't like, I don't want to say I don't like advice, but when people try to give me suggestions, I'm like, thanks. Like, you can keep that.
Yeah.
Like, because I see what I see, and I know what I want, and I want to take the steps on my own to get there. You know what I mean? I don't need your suggestions. I mean, they're appreciated, and, you know, if something goes wrong, I'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right. But I think when it comes to, like, me planning and moving in my life, I'm good.
You're making the moves. You're the one that needs to handle it.
Yeah.
All right. I buy it.
What about you?
You already know I got control issues, and I own it, because especially when it comes to anything creative, I'm a creative person. I was born that way. I was coloring since I came out the womb. I was born and they gave me a crayon, and, you know, they were like, wow, I don't know what to do with her. That's what happened. It's a true story. But yeah, anything creative. Before it was fashion, and now it's podcasts. Like, I need control over that creative energy. Now, like, once I create something, I'm willing to modify it based on other people's opinions. But
you need, like, the original.
I need to do it first.
Yeah.
And if it needs to change later on, or if we scrap it, I'm fine with it. But I need to make it happen, because I feel like I have a vision, and y'all can't see it. You got to catch up.
I feel like there is so much more, and I'm sure you know this, but living with you, I think you need absolute control over your environment. When you come home, you need it to be clean. You don't want to see anything in the kitchen. Like, living with you in Long Beach, you would just, like, lay into your husband, and she's a nice person, guys. But
yeah, that's everything somebody says before they tell you everything that's wrong with you.
No, but it was just like, it just seems like after a long day, you absolutely need your environment to be perfect, because you just came from a stressful situation. And so when you come home, you're like, why isn't this clean? Do this. I asked you to put this over here. Like, no, this isn't where it goes. So
surprisingly, it doesn't even have to be a long day.
Oh,
there is like, that's a baseline. And that is because my home growing up was never really super clean. Okay. So as an adult, I was like, this is what we're not doing, and I'm very intentional about that.
So like, that turned you into a clean freak?
I'm not even a clean freak. Like, I have a lot of stuff, and it kind of looks that way, but there's certain things that, like, I don't like. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
You hate it?
When? Like, for instance, like, people that don't really scrape their plates well. So, like, you got, like, 2 bites of broccoli and, like, a 1/4 pound of mashed potatoes on your plate, and you just put it in the sink.
Ew.
I will kill you and all of your family. I mean, I need you to not do that. Get my heart rate. I'm okay.
It's okay. You're fine.
There are some things in the household where I do need that control. That's because it's just, like, it's not too much to ask either. It's just not.
I think I feel that same way, to where I feel like I need constant control over my environment, though. So I don't think it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I don't know. It depends on, you got to look at your mood and your temperament when you don't have it the way you want. You know, if you start spazzing out, and is that just at your home, or is that everywhere you go? Like, at your work space, do you need something a certain way, or like when you're over your friend's house, do you do something?
No, other people's space and things like that.
That's
like,
different.
What's your space is your space. In Juju's world, Juju's world got to be the way Juju wants it to be.
Yeah.
We earn that much, like, out of your time and your space and your environment. Like, especially if you're living with other people, you're supposed to work as a team.
Yeah.
And that should be an agreement, not like one person coming down and saying this is the way it needs to be.
There you go. Can everybody... Okay. So let's see if we can hear me. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if you did that on purpose or not.
She did. Your computer's different. There's a drop-down menu on the right. This folder? Yeah.
It's fine.
Dang it. There you go. Can everybody... Okay. So let's see if we can hear me. No. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if you did...
Okay, now I think, is it finally? Okay, it's